Happy New Year and welcome to Know Your Representative, the program that bridges the visible gap between lawmakers and their constituents. I am Mariah Olashende. This week's episode is the concluding part of Senator Kabiru Gaya's constituency projects and empowerment programs. But first, let's meet my guest, Senator Kabiru Gaya. Senator Kabiru Ibrahim Gaya was born on June the 16th, 1952 at Alcala Quarters, Gaya local government area, to the family of Magajin Garin Gaya Sani. He attended Gaya Primary School from 1961 to 1964 and Sangaya Primary School, where he finished in 1968. He received a bachelor's degree in architecture from the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria in 1977. He remained at the university where he later received a master's degree in architecture in 1980. After graduating, he lectured at the Kano State Polytechnic. In 1992, during the transition to the Third Nigerian Republic, he was a member of the center-right National Republican Convention, NRC, on whose platform he was elected Executive Governor of Kano State from 1992 to 1993. Kabiru Ibrahim Gaya was elected into the Senate for Kano South in 2007. In April 2011, Kabiru Gaya ran for election as Senator for Kano South under the ANPP platform and was re-elected. Kabiru Gaya is currently serving as the Senator representing Kano South Senatorial District in the 9th National Assembly, as a proud member of the All Progressives Congress, APC. Senator Ibrahim Kabiru Gaya is the Chairman Senate Committee on INEC and belongs to the following committee in the Red Chambers: Member Senate Committee on Works, Niger Delta, Housing, National Planning, Industries, Interior, Solid Minerals and Steel Development, and Metallurgy. Kabiru Gaya, who is regarded as the voice of his people, has a book in his credits titled Stewardship of a Senator. He is happily married with children and grandchildren.
Mr. President, I want to commend the mover of this bill, distinguished senator and leader of the chamber, that there is a need to change the implementation period up to March for this budget. As I could remember, even last week I was in my constituency. Some of the projects we put in our constituency, you just started foundation. And they have not even collected the mobilization. And they're scared that by December, these funds will be mopped up. And if we're allowed to let this thing go to March, it means the funds can be utilized for the budget. And at least we'll relieve some people that are under hardship who could be active laborers or contractors on those sites. So therefore, I second this bill and support. I encourage, I appeal to all my colleagues to support this bill so that it could be passed, and then the implementation should be done by the executive. Thank you, Mr. President.
The people of Kano South Senatorial District have commended Senator Kabiru Gaya for his stewardship and exemplary leadership. According to them, no one in the history of the state has beaten his record performance. The reports. Construction of roads and bridges. Road network is a major source to the advancement of a society, because where there are enough roads for transportation, it eases the problems of the marketers or commuters conveying their goods from one place to another. These roads serve as connector to other villages and towns. Senator Kabiru Gaya has distinguished himself in the areas of road network and bridge construction. This is Tambura Bridge in Kano Central, under construction. It links Kano and neighboring countries. The bridge was near collapse before the intervention of Senator Kabiru Gaya.
masu sauraro in sun ji ta ba za su kushen ba.
Kai ku gaya musu ba mu canzawa, Kabiru Gaya mai amana ne, lamarin Gaya daga Allah ne, Rabbi ya so kai za ka maimaita.
Tsira Allah salatin ka ba a dade kana daga bawanka. Manzon Allah Rasulallah daga Aminatu ba shi da tamka. Alaye har sabihi masu nagarta kuma mayaka. Sun kauda dubun munafukai wajen yaƙi ba su so cikin su ba.
Kai ku gaya musu ba mu canzawa, Kabiru Gaya mai amana ne, lamarin Gaya daga Allah ne, Rabbi ya so kai za ka maimaita.
Na ji waɗansu suna ta kuwa ina ɗan garba wai ba su ganni ba. Da shuru ko na yi rizayinin a fannin waka ba su je ni ba. Ga wata nan na yau ta sabuwa da sabon washi ba ku je ta ba.
He also constructed bridges linking Tuduwada, Dogowa local government at Babiri. He also assisted on the rehabilitation of Wudil Bridge, construction of bridge at Babiri in Tuduwada local government area, construction of bridge at Turawa in Karaye local government area, construction of bridge at Ungoa Tofa Road in Karaye local government area, rehabilitation of bridge at Falgore Game Reserve, Gaya Balare Ringem Road, tarring of Gaya Township Road, asphalt overlay of Kafe Meyaki to Tudunwada Dogowa, Kaduna border, Saminaka Road. Senator Kabiru Gaya contributed actively on the repairs of Wudil Bridge that links Kano with northeastern states. The rural infrastructure's development which he embarked upon has become the talk of the common men whose interests are protected at the national level by distinguished Senator Kabiru Gaya. Senator Kabiru Gaya has reinstated his total commitment to healthcare delivery in his Senatorial district and beyond. In a bid to actualizing this, he embarked on massive constructions of healthcare centers equipped with beds, delivery units, and other hospital equipment located in various areas of the states.
Alhamdulillah gaskiya wannan asibitin yana ba da gudunmawa fiye da kima wannan yanki. Tabbas kuwa Allah ya tabbatar da abin da ke nema kuma fatan mu ya kasance ya ci gaba da abin da yake rubanya su masu wani wajen su samu kuma ya kasance dan da in aka yi shi akwai tunanin a zo a yi dan gyare-gyare da kuma dan bibiya muna fatan haka. Gaskiya wancan lokaci da babu ana fuskantar kalubale tunda mara lafiya za ka ga sai ya dauke shi a tafi da shi can waje da nisa wani lokacin kafin a je ya ta'azzara to ana fuskantar wannan matsalar gaskiya sosai a yanzu gaskiya da sauki inda nan kusa ya dauko mara lafiya a dandana a kawo shi kuma a duba shi.
Idan aiki ya aiki a rana kuna duba kamar marasa lafiya nawa a wannan asibiti?
Ana asibitin ya gaskiya akalla mukan duba kamar ya kamar 30 zuwa 50.
Garin mu unguwar Gaya.
A wace karamar hukuma?
Karamar hukumar Bunkure.
To da a cikin wannan asibiti kuna gamsuwa da yadda asibitin ake gudanar da shi?
Muna gamsuwa.
To Sanata Kabiru Gaya shine muku wannan asibiti. Ya kuke gani game da wannan gudunmawa da yau?
To mun gode, Allah ma albarka.
Babu wata matsala da muke fuskanta wannan?
Babu wata matsala da muke fuskanta.
To kika kike zo ne kike me kawo ki?
Rigakafi na zo.
Na me?
Ta allura.
Ke ce ko kuma bebin ki?
A'a bebi na ne ba ni bace.
Akwai wani abu da yake damun shi ne?
Ba abin da yake damun shi.
To kin sha zuwa wannan asibitin ko?
Na sha zuwa wannan asibitin ba ma wannan goyon ba tun wancan goyon.
Me ke kawo ki?
Allura nake zuwa.
Ke ake ko kuma bebin?
A'a yaro ake yi wa.
Ke akan kanki kin taba zuwa asibitin?
Ni kan kaina ni ma na taba zuwa asibitin.
Akan wata allura?
Akan awon ciki.
Kina ganin daidai?
Ina ganin daidai ba na ganin wata matsala.
To wannan asibiti mai albarka gaskiya na zo na tarar da shi yana da tasirarruka da yawa. Musamman akwai mutanen da suke zuwa suke bayar da gudunmawa fi sabilillahi kamar Dr. Ismail Bono tiyata yake zuwa yake yi kyauta, sannan ma'aikatan ba su da yawa amma suna da ƙoƙari. Wani lokacin za a zo da wuri, wani lokacin an zo da wuri har za ta kai aiki ya kai la'asar har magariba mun sha kaiwa a gurin ana aiki saboda al'umman nan yankin babu wani asibiti da ake da shi face wannan, saboda wasu abubuwa in kaga an ɗauki wani abu an kai nesa to gaskiyar lamari abu ne wanda yake ya ta'azzara, dama dole a yi rifarin ɗin sai da a tura ga wani babban asibitin da ya fi wannan. Kira mai amfani da za mu yi da shi kira da za mu yi ga wannan shugaba namu sanata Kabiru Gaya, abin da yake Allah ya saka masa da alkhairi, kuma muna jan hankali da Allah ya taimaka mana. Akwai abubuwa da yawa da muke da su a wani asibiti yanzu babu su, musamman gadajen mu sun lalace, ba mu da su, musamman kayayyaki wannan na da muke amfani da su. Laboratory ma ba mu da standard laboratory, ɗaki ne kawai aka ɗebi kayayyaki aka zuba. Duk muna da buƙatar renovation na wasu abubuwa da yawa. Shi laboratory ma muna so don Allah a taimaka, ko kayayyakin aikin ba za su samu ba, don Allah a taimaka mana a gina mana standard laboratory. Shi sanata Kabiru Gaya, domin shi muke tunanin tunda shi ne wannan asibiti kamar mu 'ya'yayensa ne. Da Allah a taimaka mana, a taimaki al'umma.
In his efforts to reduce the level of persistent unemployment in his senatorial district, he was able to secure jobs to over 1 million unemployed youth, both graduates and non-graduates, under the following ministries and parastatals: Consumer Protection Council, Council for the Registration of Engineers, Debt Management Office, Federal Ministry of Health, Abuja, Federal Ministry of Education, Federal Road Maintenance Agency, Power Holding Company of Nigeria, Federal Ministry of Agric and Water Resources, Immigration Service, Prison Services, Civil Defense, Federal Inland Revenue Services, FIRS, Nigeria Customs Service, Nigerian Army, Kano State Fire Service, Nigerian Police, and many other governmental parastatals. He was also involved in the rehabilitation and upgrading of Malam Aminu Kano International Airport. Welcome back, and this is the interview segment of the program Know Your Representative. I have here with me the Chairman Senate Committee on INEC, and he's from Kano South Senatorial District, Senator Kabiru Gaya. Distinguished, you're welcome to the program.
Well, thank you very much. Pleased to be in this program so that my constituency could know much about me.
So let's talk about girl-child education. Concerning the girl-child education, what have you done to remove the girl child from the streets?
Well, let me explain to you now. It's because the girls were not educated, that's why they go begging. Unfortunately, Kano is a state where accommodates every stranger. So in terms of girls' education, yes, when I was there 27 years ago, Jigawa State was created, and most of my schools in Kano for girls were now in Jigawa State. Okay. So what I did when I came as a governor, I had to establish 25 girls' day schools within the first 1 year of my administration. And what I did was, the school system was 636 system. And at that time, I had 7 classes in a primary school. So I used the last class to start the junior secondary, girls' secondary school. And we continue, and we made a lot of impact. Now we have enough, we have more than qualified girls to go to school, secondary school or universities also. Even because of my interest in girls' education, when I left, when I was booted out as a governor, because I didn't leave, the military booted us out, I had a big office where I was running my business, an architect or a consultant. So I moved to Abuja, the head office moved to Abuja, and that place is now housing over 500 girls students in that school. So I established a private girls' secondary school with a low rate of fees to pay, and I named it after our great leader and a mentor and a father, late Metamasule, the former ambassador of the United Nations. I named the school, called it Metamasule Girls Academy. And that school is now running, and we have produced doctors, architects, engineers, girls, and so many qualified professionals from that school. So I'm proud to say that, yeah, with our girls now are moving fast, and we can compete with any state in the federation, and that they need to encourage them more, and they are doing well. Even when you go to our university, you find the ratio of our girls in our university is high. So the girls' education, we are very much now aware and interested in making sure our girls go to school even before they get married. So they must be qualified. In the event where she becomes a widow, she has something to fall back to. With her certificate, she can get a job and maintain her children. So we are doing well in terms of girls' education so far.
So distinguished, how peaceful is your constituency? What are your challenges?
Well, my major challenge is the size of constituency. People need more equity. The population is growing. The demand is high. So the challenges are more. And the resources we are getting in these few years' budgets are low. So therefore, I'm having a lot of worries and concern by my constituents. And even not that they understood that I did the best at the beginning, which is the past impression they were happy with. And now that they know the reality, the last budget, even COVID-19 took over most of the budget, and there was not so much we can put in our constituency. People understood with us. But really, the pressure is high, and the concern by the people is more, and the agitation is high, and the funds we are getting are low. So these are the problems we are facing. And I hope to continue to talk to my people to understand what's happening, and then to appeal to them that, yes, anytime we get a better opportunity to do more for the people, we will do it. But the challenges are really, really high, and the poverty level is high. So people are now demanding more for poverty alleviation program even than the normal road construction or buildings. Well, I clearly, when things were bad last few months, I had a meeting with them during that COVID, and they told me, sir, what we need from you is not road. We need money to survive so that we can go on that road. So, and that's really a challenge. The government can't give you money to go and dash people. So from what we make out of our projects or out of our consultancy work is what we give to people. And even that has a limitation. So the challenges are high, but I hope and pray the government or the federal government can do more to assist the sufferance of, to reduce the sufferance of Nigerians.
But from your own personal pockets, you try as much as possible to reach out to them financially.
Well, I thank you for saying my own small pocket. The pocket is so small, but I will continue to do my best with the little I have. Every day in Kano, anytime I go to Kano, I see no less than 200 people per day. And even during that COVID, I put masks, but most of them are not wearing masks. But we had to be with them. There are people, otherwise they said, we come with a new thing now. We are scared of them. We don't want to get close to them and so on. And when you come to Abuja, every day I see no less than 30, 40 people coming from my Senatorial area and even beyond. And they come with their problems. My house is open, they come in. If I have, I'll give them on that day. If I don't have to, today I don't get to. You have to be out there. And they do understand, because sometimes when they come, they get. And life, that is only God that can do everything for everybody. But we are humans. We can't do for everybody. We'll do the best we can with the capacity and at the level we can.
So going forward, distinguished, what is the Kano South Senatorial District you want to see?
Well, I want to see a more prosperous Kano South. It's a Kano South that rely more on farming, and that our youth are employed. We will have agro-allied industries, expand our farms, cultivate our land 2 or 3 times a year, and we keep our people busy. Once you make your state as a local Senatorial, it's a farm-based Senatorial area, we find that we can do a lot. I can remember when I visited a state in India called Punjab. It's not as big, the size is not bigger than Kano State, but that state, Punjab, was producing 70% of wheat requirement of India. So if that small state like that can give 70% wheat requirement of India, I believe Kano South or Kano entirely can give the full requirement of Nigeria what they need in terms of rice, in terms of wheat production. We can do a lot to give this country the desired need of the national requirement or the requirement of Nigeria in terms of food production. So I really want to make sure Kano South becomes a food basket of Nigeria, not only of Kano State, but of Nigeria. And then secondly, I need to make sure my people are fully educated in both fields. Mostly if they in any kind of profession, let them be professionals, but I need most of them to be professionals in farming or anything related with agriculture or agricultural industries, so that when we grow the agriculture, we'll be able to develop more. Because in Kano, we are blessed that the late governor of Kano, Governor Audubak, was able to build so many earth dams, including the major Tiga Dam, which is the second largest earth dam in Nigeria, and we're using it for irrigation. So as long as my Senatorial area falls close to that. Even the dam is in my Senatorial area, and we have another dam called Chalawa Gorge Dam is also in my Senatorial area, and we have the Bagauda Dam is also in my Senatorial area. So putting those three dams together with the outflow of water, we can be able to irrigate almost 70% of my Senatorial area. And if we do irrigation even without using pumps, the water will be flowing throughout the year. They can now be able to do irrigation. So I'm hoping and praying that that place will be a food basket of Nigeria.
So what efforts, all these you've said, what efforts are you planning or you're putting in place to ensure that you get the central dreams of yours?
Well, first of all, I keep on appealing to the federal government, and President Barry is also interested in trying to see, because those dams, we have utilized it during the late Outback administration. But when the military came in, they took over the river basins. And unfortunately, Kano River Basin is not getting enough funding from the federal government. If we would have developed more of this open land for irrigation. Because when you go to Kano by road and you're passing, you go to a town called Kura, you find that even during dry season, the whole, as far as you can see, will be green. And that would be plantations or people being able to plant wheat or other things, cash crop in that area. And that helps to make the people busy. And most of them, you find that they don't even, after every rainy season, people move from their village to go to another poster area where they can be able to make money. But in those local governments, they don't move out of their villages because they have work to do after rainy season. They have the water flow into their farms, so they have to do irrigation. So a lot of things, we can now expand irrigation in Kano State, especially in my Senatorial area. I believe a lot of people will come from other states to come and work in my Senatorial area.
Okay, fine. Let's look at the bills you've passed. Which one of the bills is dear to your heart?
Well, part of the bills which is most dear to my heart was the Northeast Development Commission. I came from Northwest, but during the Boko Haram, I realized that of these grievous damages or loss of lives in those areas, and that the schools, the bridges, the roads, the hospitals, all were destroyed. Even the houses were destroyed. So for them to go back and start all over again, they need the government support. And the only way they can get government support is to set up a commission, whereby I was able to bring up a bill for Northeast Development Commission. And that bill I was later joined by all the senators from that zone, and we put together a bill. I started the bill. 2 months later, they joined me, and we all became co-sponsors of the bill. Because I don't blame them, because they are from that area. People say, why should somebody from somewhere else, all the way from Kano, to come and do a bill for Northeast? But I did the bill, and they joined me. And when the emirs came here to thank the Senate President, one of the leaders of that team, that is Senator Goji, came and said, no, we should thank Senator Gaya because he's the initiator of that bill. So I'm happy with that. I feel like I'm somebody from Northeast, but I believe I'm a senator from Federal Republic of Nigeria. So anything that concerns another state, I'll be happy to come up with it, because I'm here representing the whole of the country, even though I'm representing my small constituency, which is Kano South. So that's one of the bills I appreciate more. And the other bills we raise, which are also important, is on this road fund bill, whereby we need fund to fund our roads. Nigeria cannot be able to maintain these 34,000 kilometers of road from the federal government funding. But if you now do a road fund bill, find a way how you can raise money to finance our roads, then that would be good. Even whether it is by concession our roads, looking at some of the Bible roads and giving it to those who can be able to take it, run it, manage it, make profit, and then Nigerians use that road. So that one also. I then also did the Federal Highway Authority, whereby trying to bring all the issues related to the roads, the concessions, under one authority. Instead of having Ministry of Works, we have now Federal Highway Authority, which will also be like a ministry, but being run like a private organization, and whereby a lot of benefits and bureaucracies can be achieved. So all I'm saying is these are some of the few bills which I did, and I was happy that these bills are passed. And then now we're doing the Electoral Act, which we're amending the bill to repeal and enact a new law, which could be referred as 2021 Electoral Act. So these are some of the things, and I did a lot of motions here and there on security, on fire disaster, on many other things. I did motions, and I contributed to the floor of the Senate, which I'm happy that I've contributed the best I could within my limit. Because I remember one of the first promise I made to my constituency is that when I come into Senate, I will not sit down, look. I will make sure that I contribute my quota and that the interest of my constituency is being protected. And I think I'm doing the best I could.
Okay, finally on this segment, you get to speak to your constituency in your local dialect. When you go home or when they come to your house, how do you interact with them? Briefly, all you've said, you just say it in your local dialect to your constituency.
Well, da farko dai ina godiya Allah madaukin sarki da ya kawo ni sanata a wannan mazaɓata wata Kano ta Kudu, kuma na wakilce su ko na wakiltar su yau shekara 12, kuma ni abin alfahari ina gode musu da suka kula da ni suka sake zaɓe na kuma irin ayyukan da muke sawa a wannan mazaɓa za mu ci gaba da yi, aji ne, makaranta ne, rijiya ce ta shan ruwa, asibitoci ne, duk waye za mu ci gaba da yin Allah daga al'ummarmu, kuma da zai kawo zaman lafiya a wannan Kano ta Kudu. Zan ci gaba da yi kuma ina alfahari ya samu abin da nake sauran 'yan Najeriya suna ƙaunar wannan ɗana ku na Kano ta Kudu ko wakilin ku na Kano ta Kudu, saboda irin gudunmuwar da yake bara ba ma a Kano ta Kudu ba a Kano sai ba a Najeriya ma gabaki daya. Saboda haka ne na farin ciki da matasanmu da yaranmu da iyayenmu da yayinmu da kakanninmu da sauransu, newa kowa fatan alheri. Duk wanda yake da bukata ta neman abubuwa na alheri ko na kasuwanci ko na mai Allah ya bashi, wanda ba su lafiya suke asibiti ko wanda suke gida Allah ya ba su lafiya, mata da suke bukatar aure Allah ya ba su maza nagari aure, mazan ma haka Allah ya ba su mata nagari, kuma malamanmu ne musu godiya da suke taimana addu'a na samun zaman lafiya da ci gaba na Sanata Kabiru Gaya. Na gode, Allah ya saka da alheri.
And that's it on Know Your Representative this week. Join me same time next week for another interesting edition. For missed episodes, you can watch on our YouTube page, My Base TV. Remember, COVID-19 is real and not a scam. Thanks for watching. I am Mariah Olashende. Bye for now.